Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, the 4-job Fiesta for TNV Small Critter Rescue. Last episode, we reached the final save point, we defeated the last of Exdeath's minions. And now all you have to do is take on the big guy himself, Exdeath, who has the power of the void. Here's the setup for our characters. I've given a lot of them the equip ribbon ability, so they can equip ribbons. The only one who doesn't have it is Cara. And the reason I equipped the ribbon ability is because one of the spells that Exdeath uses inflicts a lot of status ailments. So this will help protect us against some of those status ailments. It won't, surprisingly, it doesn't give 100% protection against them, but it will protect against most of them, so now all we have to do is just head straight up here, and we're going to see Mr. Exdeath. You're late. He's going to assume his almost final form. He has the ultimate power that will rule the void, the power of the void. And it seems in all this time he's pretty much mastered it, because he's going to start by showing us a demonstration of his power by attacking all of our friends. And us. But luckily we have other friends who will help us overcome the power of the void. I'm going to destroy you fools. First your friends. Watch as they're sucked into the void and disappear forever. So he's going to start targeting different talents and stuff. So there is a ball castle where Cara and Gallop are from. Get pulled up into the void. Next place is the pirate cave. So all of Faris's men, and then Boko and Coco. Chocobos. Oh no, Boko ain't there. He's outside. But Coco, Boko's wife. Here's the catapult with Sid mid. So yeah, it looks like Exdeath is really learned how to control the void, which is not going to be good for us. Stop. Aha, now why don't you disappear into the void too? So yeah, now he sends us to the void, but luckily, like I said, we made some allies along the way who will help us out. Exdeath taking the form of the tree again. Remember, Exdeath was a bunch of evil spirits sealed inside a tree in the Elder Forest in Gallop's world, so it makes sense that his final form is a tree, or his second to final form, so... Although I guess his final form ain't really considered Exdeath. Well, we'll see. So if you say so when you fly by, it was actually Dorgan, TNV's father. So he's going to make an appearance with the other three warriors of the Dawn. We have Kelger, Ziza, and of course, Gallop, who was once a party member for a while. A little more than half the game, before he was replaced by his granddaughter, Cara there. There they are, the 4 Warriors of Dawn. And they are passing the mantle of saving the world to us, who are now known as the Warriors of the Crystal. We're the only hope for the world. So they hold back the void. And that allows us to escape and confront Exdeath. Now you can make any last-minute adjustments if you want to your party right here, but I already showed off my skills, my equipment, so I don't need to do anything. So once I get control of my characters, I'm going to head right up into the battle. Come on, now's the time. Defeat Exdeath. Warriors of Dawn. Go, Warriors of the Crystal. Yeah, so right here, we can change up anything. But we just head right on in. So this is it. This is Exdeath. So we're going to just use the Flare Sword. You think he's a tree, he'd be weak to fire, but he doesn't really have any weaknesses. Now, Exdeath is a 2-part battle. But any buffs that you have in this first part of the battle will carry over into the next part. So one thing I want to do is I want to get Shell and armor on all of the characters. Shell is most important right now because this floor of Exdeath just casts spells. But armor will be important in the next section. So we'll load up on shells. Exdeath just basically casts single target spells, like Flare Holy, for a while. But when he gets down to about 10,000 hit points, he starts spamming Meteor. And that, of course, is a problem if it all targets one character, because Meteor just randomly targets 4 times. So sometimes it unfortunately hits one character. If it's spread out against all 4 characters, it's okay, because then you can pretty much heal yourself up. But when it targets one character, then what ends up happening is usually knocks that character out. Then you gotta spend time reviving them and then reapplying the buffs. So I'm just going to apply the buffs right now. Once he starts spamming the Meteor, though, then I'm going to just finish him off. So he's pretty much knocked out TNB there, so bring him back. Now we have 3 characters who will have the white ability, so it ain't too bad to buff all the characters up. And then we have speed shoes on to help us get more turns, to help us outspeed Exdeath. So like I said, the main point is you want to try to get as many buffs as possible on your characters in this form, because this part is the easier form of Exdeath. Almost was good there and almost just targeted everybody, but then at the end he decided to spam on Lenna there, so... Now there's no experience here or anything like that, so there's no point in keeping everyone alive here. If you don't have to, you have time to revive them in the next area, in the next fight. But at the end of the next fight, the ending differs slightly depending on who's been knocked out at the end. So in order to get the best ending, you want to make sure that all your characters are alive at the end of the final battle with Exdeath. Getting our buffs. And we want that sword dance, but yeah, not getting too lucky here. So I'm just going to use the Holy to finish him off, since I don't want to suffer another one of those Meteor rounds. And once we defeat Exdeath, basically he is consumed by the Void. He no longer has control of the Void because, like I said, we disrupted his concentration. But he's still going to be able to escape the Void. He's going to escape in a new form, the final form of the game. Neo Exdeath. And it's going to be like a weird, combination of a bunch of different things. It's going to be a popular thing because we're going to see that in Final Fantasy VI's on the final approach to that boss, the final boss in that game. You climb this tower of like a bunch of combined things. So Neo Exdeath appears and he basically has basically no control, where Exdeath just wants to, destroy people who opposed him. Neo Exdeath here wants to basically pull everything into the Void. Neo Exdeath is made up of 4 different parts. There's the front part, which is looks like the bull in the front is a person that's sticking out far. Then there is the middle part, which is like those 2 ladies. Then there's the top part, which is that red head with the unicorn. And then there's the bottom part, which is the skeleton in the back there. So each of the parts do something different. The back part uses Delta Attack, which can turn your characters into stone. The red part, the top part, that uses Grand Cross, which can do a whole bunch of status ailments on your characters. The the middle part, where the ladies are, that does Alchemist, which is a really strong magical attack. And then the front part does a bunch of physical attacks. Now, as long as there are all 4 parts, as long as 2 or more parts are alive, they're just going to basically do their normal attacks. We're going to be able to take out 2 of the parts really easily. You can take out with Odin, summoned through the magic lamp. He takes care of the back part. It's not immune to instant death. So we take care of that part pretty easily. And then the middle part, where the 2 ladies are, that can be turned into stone. That's why I had the Brave cast that on Lenna. So we already taken care of 2 of the parts of Neo Exdeath. Now for the final 2 parts, you want to try to defeat them pretty much at the same time, because if you if you knock out one of the parts, what'll end up happening is the final part will get a new AI script, and it'll just attack really hard twice, and then cast Meteor, and it's really, really fast. So it's much easier to basically deal with the 2 parts that we have right now, which is just the physical attack, which our armor's going to take care of, and then the Grand Cross spell, which can give us some status ailments and deal magical damage. But with the ribbons, we're kind of protected a little bit from that. So I'm going to concentrate most of my firepower on the front here. But when I think I get pretty close to it, then I'm going to start looking at the casting the scan spell, just to see how many hit points it has, and basically lead it to a point where it's 1 shot away from defeat. And then once it's 1 shot away from defeat, then I will concentrate my attacks on the top part, the unicorn head there, the red head with the unicorn horn. And then that way, once I finally defeat that part, the remaining part, the front part there, will only take 1 hit to finish off. So I'll be able to finish it off before it goes into that really fast 2 hard attacks Meteor spam phase. So I'm going to check out the thing here, see how many hit points it has. About 32,000, so just to keep in mind how much things are going. And like I said, once I get it down to about like 4,000 hit points, where pretty much a magic sword, flare, or a dance will take it out, or even a holy cast will take it out, then I will concentrate, like I said, all on the red. This will prevent the Exdeath from going into that dangerous phase. We got some pretty good protection here. The armor will protect us from the physical attacks that the front part is using, and then ribbons and the shell ability will help protect us from the status ailments that the red part is casting with Grand Cross. 10,000, so not too bad. Like I said, once you get down to you know, this part, it's really pretty much we got the battle in the bag. It's just that Exdeath has to, you know, depending on how easy the bag is, depends on how Exdeath behaves. If he decides to be evil and keeps attacking with the physical attacks, Faris, then it might take a little bit longer. But there's no way he's going to be able to wipe out all 4 of our counters at once. So it's pretty much set that, you know, we got this finished. We just have to hope that Faris does that sword dance often. And unfortunately, she keeps doing other stuff that we don't like. This Fiesta has really shown the power of the sword dance. It's also shown how weak the dancer is. They have the worst vitality of all jobs in the game. So they have the least amount of hit points, so they're pretty squishy. So even with that armor spell up on Faris, Neo Exdeath can one-shot her. But maybe it'd be nice if she like I said, did that sword dance. Come on, you don't want to get hit again, Faris. And unfortunately, the other two parts here that I have left over, they are not susceptible to any instant death, so we gotta take down them the long way with hit point drainage. So it's really good that, you know, at least two of the forms are, we can take them out really easily. So now you can't take out that back form there with Odin if you summon him with the Summoner's ability. It has to be through the magic lamp, because otherwise, I guess the game reads that 3/4 of Exdeath is 3/4 of Exdeath are immune to the instant death, so it'll only come out and do the Gungear Spear. Now, when you get the Laws of Physics are Broken thing, that means that Exdeath is getting prepared to cast that Grand Cross spell. We're pretty much protected from that with the shell and the ribbons, so that's why we left that part alive. Yeah, Geomancer not going to be too good against this part. We just have to go with Holy. I was hoping to get maybe a Quake there. There's Grand Cross. If you don't have any protection like with the shell or the ribbons, this could be a really painful spell because it's going to inflict pretty much any status ailment in the game. The worst, of course, being Confusion. But we got lucky there, it just gave us the Toad. It's almost done. Man, how much faster this would have been if only Faris would have danced a little bit more, or just sword danced a little bit more. Yeah, these two parts, pretty tame, like I said. Depending on your character's abilities, though, like if you don't have the shell ability, you know, you might want to take out different parts different ways. You'll see that in some of my other Fiestas. I fought things a little bit differently. Although I pretty much always took out that back part with the instant death of Odin. That's just a freebie. And there we go. We finished off Neo Exdeath. And because we didn't leave one part alive by itself for a long time, we never got to see that final spam phase. So like I said, it's just two really strong physical attacks, those vacuum waves, and then followed by Meteor. So, very deadly, but we luckily didn't have to see it, because we fought him in a smart manner. But now what we do get to see is we'll get to see the ending in the next episode. So take care, have a good one, see you in the next episode for the ending. Bye.